1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hi, I'm Ken Haynes, and today I'd like to talk to you guys just a little bit about euthanasia. My thoughts on euthanasia are it's my life, my right, and my choice. But I'd like to see kind of a show of hands out there. How many of you agree with euthanasia? And how many of you do not? And how many of you are just undecided yet? Okay, well that's good, because actually today what I want to do, I don't want to try to convince somebody that's already made up their mind. I just want to kind of point out the facts so that maybe the people that haven't made up their mind might agree with us. Okay, well, today I got to talk to the Reverend Dave Hugger. And Dave, of course, is very, very against euthanasia. And so I got to kind of pick his brain a little bit and ask him why. What is it about euthanasia that you don't like? And he proceeded to tell me that, you know, one of the main issues with euthanasia is that he believes that we have an almighty God, a creator, and by committing suicide, not only is that basically killing, but it's also taking the right of God to decide when you're going to die and putting it in your own hands. And he said, besides that, it's illegal. And yes, I'd have to agree with him. It is illegal right now, which is something we must change. And then I'm hoping that I can point out that, well, maybe it's not as immoral as some people might have you believe. And then there's other people that are going to say that, well, we now have a hospice organization, and that should take the place of assisted suicide. But even though hospice might be a great organization, just because you can drug somebody to the point where they don't know, don't care, or don't remember, does not really give them a good quality of life. So, in the United States, the beginning of euthanasia, according to the Gonzaga Journal of International Law, the Netherlands in April 2010 was the first country to legalize euthanasia. And they defined euthanasia as the patient must request to die, and the patient must have a terminal illness. And if they meet those two criteria, then they can be put to death. So we no longer have to worry about being the first country to kind of jump over the bridge. Somebody else has already done it. The push for euthanasia in the United States was led by Dr. Jack Kevorkian. Many people refer to him as Dr. Death. In his time, he spent helping people commit assisted suicide. He helped 130 some patients. They haven't really kept 100% track, from 1987 to 1999. And in 1999, he was sentenced to 25 years in prison for second-degree murder. Now, they changed what they sentenced him for because they had tried him several times all over assisted suicide, but the judges kept coming back that, well, it's not really illegal to help somebody die, you just can't kill them. So the last time when they actually did convict him, they tried him on second-degree murder, and which was according to his plans. He wanted to go to trial, but since they didn't charge him as first-degree murder, he could not get it any farther in court than he did. I brought with me today a small excerpt of an interview that he made with two of the ladies before he put them to death. I'd like to show it to you.
Has MS and has had it for a decade. She has hardly a motor skill left. Her husband took off a month after the diagnosis. And we got Mrs. Watts, who has severe pelvic pain. She's had 10 operations, often not. Pain's completely debilitating.
I thought about it a long time. Yeah, I have. And I have no qualms about my disease. You do it tonight.
What is it you want? Put it in plain English.
Yeah, I want to die.
That's plain enough.
Yep, yep.
You don't want to have one more Thanksgiving with your kids?
No, not. No, what? No fear.
I have tried myself 3 different times. I have not succeeded. I tried it, as you know, with the car. I put the hose on the exhaust and into the window. I stayed in the car over 3 hours. I tried it 3 times. Nothing happened. I get a half hour, an hour sleep at night with all the pills and sleeping pills I take. And it's, when you've got no quality of life left, it's no more.
If I do want it.
Okay, well, today I also brought with me my geriatric nursing book. This is a Mosby book. This is one that's actually they give in nursing school. So this is actually, I guess, somewhat to speak, the authority on geriatrics. And according to it, on page 231, euthanasia actually means good death. And what is a good death? Well, according to this book, a good death is that people would like to have their advance directives followed. They want to be afforded dignity, respect, and privacy. They want to know the time that their death is coming. They want to be able to have time to say goodbye. They want to leave this life when they are ready to go. And they want to have the choice when death will occur. So, yes, I think that I would like to have a good death as well when my time comes. Oh, in closing, I'd like to reiterate that euthanasia has been legalized in other countries, and it will be legalized here. And that Dr. Kevorkian has pushed to legalize it here, and with our help, he can get this accomplished. We now know that euthanasia means a good death, and what people of America deem as a good death. And so I ask you, if you will deprive me of a good death, or will you let me choose my right? Because it is what I want, it's my right, and that's the way I will go. Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.